Hey guys, so I'm back from a 2 week hiatus. There was really particularly no reason I did my 2 week hiatus from doing these reviews. I just kind of didn't feel up to doing or going to the movies for the past 2 weeks. I don't know why, it just didn't. And yesterday I finally did go to the theater to catch up on some films that I've been hearing really good things about. I went to a double. I did a double feature again. The first one I saw was The Jungle Book, the new Jungle Book movie, which I've been hearing extremely good things about since it came out. Um, it's a movie that I like a lot of people. I grew up on The Jungle Book. It wasn't my favorite animated film of all time, but I liked The Jungle Book, the original cartoon and stuff. I've never read the books, so if you're wondering about that, I have never read the books, so I don't know you know, how accurate or how true to the books this movie is, or how the cartoon is. But I like I said, I like the movie, the original cartoon. It's a classic. And the trailers for this sold me on it. It looked really impressive. Like I was kind of worried about it, but then I also saw that it was being directed by John Favreau, who is a director I really like. Uh, you know, I like that he keeps kind of going back to doing these big budgeted films because he's not bad at it. I know he did Cowboys and Aliens, and that was a failure. And I didn't mind Cowboys and Aliens, but it was all right. It was just kind of stupid. Um, I know a movie called Cowboys and Aliens being stupid. What a shock! But anyways, yeah, I was looking forward to this movie. And the hype this movie's been getting from people is pretty insane. I like it's been making a shitload of money, and I'm like, all right, I gotta check this out. Um, it's good. I don't know what you else want me to say, but it's good. I liked it. It's not my favorite film of the year. Uh, it's not the best Disney movie I've seen this year. Zootopia is a lot better. It does, but it is a good movie. I really did enjoy it. Honestly, I had a blast watching it. It, it brought back a lot of memories from the you know my childhood watching stuff like the Jungle Book and stuff, the original Jungle Book, because this is more and more a true a remake of the cartoon than anything. Even though it does seem like they did add elements to the book to it, because I've heard the book is darker, and this movie is pretty dark, and I'll get into that in a second. Um, but one thing I did really like about this movie was the voice acting in this thing. Wow, they had some perfect casting done in this film. Two in particular. One, Bill Murray as Baloo, I thought was great. I thought that was perfect casting. As soon as I heard he was playing Baloo, it's like that should fit perfectly. He does really good in it, and he sounds like he's giving a shit doing it. And it's believable that he could do a role like this. I think that was very perfectly done. Um, casted. The casting for this kind of movie. Um, Also, Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Holy shit, that was perfect. Goddamn casting, in my opinion. Uh, Idris Elba has an intimidating voice, and you put his voice on a tiger that is like a mutilated tiger that's got like a dead eye and shit like that. That's just fucking perfect. They made Shere Khan look intimidating as hell, more than they did in the cartoon. He had like a dead eye because he got burned and shit like that, and uh, he just straight out murders people in this movie, which is kind of awesome for a kids movie. I mean, he just chucks a wolf off a cliff, which I heard a lot of people say they thought that's pretty funny. I was like, wow, that was pretty brutal. Um, and he also kills a guy. Kills Mowgli's dad, and the backstory to it. Yeah, I thought Idris Elba was perfect. very, very, very good in this. You also get Ben Kingsley as Bakira, uh, Scarlett Johansson as Khan. I thought it was really good. It was kind of, I guess, if you're gonna try to get a seductive voice to do Ka, I guess Scarlett Johansson's not a bad choice. Really, I thought she was all right. What she did. I thought the CGI in this thing was really good. I've heard a lot of people talk about that in their reviews. I haven't read many reviews for this. I usually try to stay away from it, but the one thing I kept hearing about was how great the CGI was, and it is. It's pretty goddamn good. There are parts here and there where something looks a little cartoony, but for the most part, it looks really good. It's all CGI animals. It's all CGI landscape. For like it's a jungle. They didn't film it actually in the fucking jungle. They had to actually do most of it in CGI, and it looks pretty goddamn good. Like you can believe that they're in this area. It doesn't feel they don't feel like they're on a green screen. I thought that was impressive. It looked really, really good, and the animals did too. And them talking and everything looked good. Like I find it, like everything CGI wise was good. This movie is, like I said, dark as shit, and it's kind of I forgot how dark the Jungle Book was. It is. It's very like Kaz trying to eat the character. The main what's his name, Mowgli or what? Mowgli. Yeah, Mowgli. Sorry, it's been a long day. Tries to kill him and eat him. Shere Khan's just murdering people right and left. Some characters die some pretty gruesome deaths. It's it's a dark kids movie, which I like that. It reminds me of something like from the '80s. For fuck's sake, I was watching something about they were talking about how the '80s had some really messed up kids movies, and they did. If I were to complain about one thing, and I took to Facebook as I left the theater and noted this, this movie, as it is a remake of the cartoon, does feature music in this movie, and honestly, there are two pretty iconic. There's only two songs in this movie that are featured in the movie, and there are more at the end of the credits, but more of the iconic songs like Trust in Me at the end of the credits. Ka doesn't sing that in the movie, but there is Bare Necessity, which I thought was done pretty well by Bill Murray. I thought he did a pretty good job. I thought he was fine in it. But where I will not give a pass is Christopher Walken singing "Be Like You." Now, when I heard that Christopher Walken was going to be King Louie, I immediately went, okay, I remember King Louie and that being a very iconic character and everything. And I remember that song. That's one of my, honestly, out of the two songs, Bare Necessities and Be Like You, that's the one I remember the most. I was like, there's no way they're going to have Christopher Walken singing Be Like You. For fuck's sake, that would be terrible. Christopher Walken can't sing. There's no way they would be doing that. And they did. They had him sing. And it's as bad as it fucking sounds. I guarantee it's as bad as you imagine it. If you have not heard it, oh my god, I feel, I envy deaf people. It is it's terrible. As I wrote on Facebook, is the worst thing to happen to anybody who has the ability to hear. Oh yeah, I am not making that up. It's Christopher Walken. I love him to death, but don't ever sing again. My God, was that awful? I don't know if critics are feeling the same way I did, but by God, that was awful. I hope I'm not the only one who felt that. it only. I've heard some criticism about the characterization of King Louis in this because he's like a gangster in this. In the cartoon, he was more of a fun-loving kind of character. He's like this big, gigantic, intimidating orangutan, which I don't know why, but and it's kind of a little weird. But the movie, I thought Christopher Walken did fine up to the point he started singing. The scene also features a pretty funny sight gag that I did chuckle to myself at when right before or Mowgli finds or when he enters the domain of King Louis, he finds a cowbell and he rings it. And then King Louis appears. I'm like, ha ha ha, that's kind of funny. Hey, that they found a cowbell. I'm like, that's kind of funny. I chuckled at that. I apparently I wasn't the only one who noticed that little sight gag. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, just don't. Oh God, I do agree with some people have said that honestly this movie could have dealt without the songs. This movie wasn't a musical. I wouldn't even call it a fucking musical because it only features 2 songs in it and that's it. That really doesn't count as a musical. And so the music element of this didn't really fit with this movie. They're only in there because they're iconic songs. And one of them is really badly sung by Christopher Walken. Sorry, man. Good God. Anyways, I recommend The Jungle Book. I did like it. I really did. Despite Christopher Walken singing, I did like it. As far as trailers go, I got a lot of trailers yesterday. I got... Hold on, let me see. Alice for the new trailer for the Alice Through the Looking Glass. I actually like this trailer. Even though this trailer, it's a trailer for a shitty, probably going to be a really shitty Alice in Wonderland movie. The reason why I liked this trailer was because of how kind of funny the trailer was, in that the song that they played throughout the trailer was I think a remake of Jefferson Starship's White Rabbit, which is, if you've never heard that song, it's basically telling the story of Alice in Wonderland. It's a really good song, and I thought that was kind of funny. That made me smile a little bit, but other than that, the movie looks like shit, and it's probably gonna be shit. I hated that Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland film. I thought it was really bad. I thought Johnny Depp was really bad. I am not looking forward to this. I'm probably not. I'm not gonna see it unless it gets good reviews, which I highly doubt it. Even though it's being directed by the guy who made the Muppets movie, recent Muppets movie, I don't have much hope for it. Pete's Dragon, I got a trailer for that. I forgot they were doing a live action remake of that cartoon. I didn't grow up on Pete's Dragon, so I don't know much about it. So it looks okay. I don't know why they're making it. What's Disney's obsession with doing these live action remakes of their cartoons? I have no idea. I got a new trailer for the Angry Birds movie. This trailer showed a lot more of the Angry Birds element, which I mean, like showing like birds being catapulted towards the pigs and stuff like that. I'm not really sure about that. It's probably not going to be very good. Let's see, and and then I also got Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them. It's a Harry Potter spin-off that I don't really know whether that's going to be good or not. It's Eddie Redmayne playing a wizard that gets kicked out of Hogwarts or something. I don't fucking know. Set in the 1920s. I don't know. It looks alright. Like, it's trying to create a new universe. Like, do something else with the Harry Potter universe, which I'm all for. I love Harry Potter, but I don't know. I wasn't really sure what to think of that trailer, so we'll see how that goes. The Secret Life of Pets. I got a new trailer for that. It looks that movie looks cute. Still looks cute. I think it'll be alright. It's a lot of the same jokes I've already seen before. The trailer still ends with that poodle rocking out the death metal music, which is still pretty goddamn funny every time I see it. And then the last trailer I got was a new trailer for that trailer I got a couple months ago, to which I replied, "What the fuck was that?" And that is 9 Lives. This was a full trailer for this one. It's Kevin Spacey is a billionaire who has no time for his family, and his daughter's wanting a cat for her birthday, and he goes to buy a cat from Christopher Walken, and Christopher Walken turns him into a cat. And then his family adopts the cat, and so he's learning it's fucking retarded. It's a really fucking retarded plot. Again, Kevin Spacey is turned into a cat. That's all I have to fucking say. If I have to say any more, that's why this is gonna be ridiculous and stupid. I don't even need to talk to you anymore. So that's as far as trailers go. I'll be back in a few minutes here with my review for the other film I saw.